catches wind that Craig's going to be here and the collectors go online and shop.
I have a lot of stuff go before
you even make it to air. Well, here's another one of which we have 4 dozen available, backed by very, very popular demand. This is yet another limited edition, super limited, 150 of each.
For the world.
For the world.
And it's marked on the side of the case, which we can show.
I'm sure
we're not going to have much time.
And you get to, we have 2 dozen of each. We have the black and we have the silver tone available, and that is all she wrote. Here, I'll pass this on to you,
This is Nesterov, which is a brand we picked up less than a year ago. They're also, oddly enough, out of Lithuania as well.
Okay.
They are actually the official watch for the Russian Air Force.
Okay.
And we picked them up for a number of reasons. I love their designs. They have a lot of interesting things going on in their watches. Their history, they're named for Pyotr Nestorov, who was the first pilot to ever perform a loop. He's considered the father of aerobatic flight.
Very
so
cool.
that is the history behind the brand. This is a dual time watch with the internal rotating bezel, and also the other the other hour hand here, the one that looks like the plane, that can be independently set. This is the Swiss Ronda quartz movement in this. The thing about Nesterov, part of why we picked them up is they do have things in the, for want of a better way of putting it, more affordable. I think everything's affordable depending upon what you want to spend and what you're getting.
Absolutely.
But Nesterov does give us some, as I mentioned, Vostok Europe doesn't have much under 300 because of the way they construct and the hand assembly in Lithuania and so forth. Nesterov gives you an opportunity to get into one of our watches, our styles with the Eastern European and Baltic look and style that we have, but at a little more affordable price. They do also have a story with every watch, just like Vostok Europe does. This is named for the BE-200, which is an amphibious Russian plane that's a multi-purpose plane. But as you mentioned, really the cool story, Nesterov has very low limited edition numbers. In this particular case, only 150 made for the world. And I want to make sure that you really understand that that means
crazy for that
you
price.
will not see this dial, this configuration, and you and only 149 other people in the world can have this watch.
Well, and how often can you step into a limited edition that small for $118?
Absolutely. That's just crazy. And it's marked on the side of the case, which is an additional
very cool
special feature in this one because of the fact that you can always marking a case back is easier than marking a case. So that's an extra level of detail that you're getting in the Nestorovs. It also comes with this fantastic, I love their packaging.
Wow.
It is designed
that.
to be like the map case or the flight plan case of a pilot.
Well, that's fantastic.
It's fantastic for to have as a travel case, but in and of itself, it's just a great storytelling piece to go with the watch. You don't see, I don't know anybody else that does anything quite like this.
It's impressive.
It's a really cool, interesting piece of packaging that complements the watch in a way that it's not just something to hold the watch.
Well, I'm kind of sad that you're here for such a short time tonight, but for everyone that wants to check out your watch brands online at shophq.com, Nesterov,
Vostok Europe, Aviator, and Sturmansky are the 4 brands we've got in.
This is what Craig can do. He can really go and find the extreme differences. So if you love watches, you're going to get something that's got a story and something really impressively different. So let's start off what you found for us here.
Yeah, it is enjoyable to be able to bring in multiple different brands, and they all have very different stories and different looks. This is Nesterov, which is also based in Lithuania. It's named for the father of aerobatic flight, who was a Russian pilot, Pyotr Nestorov. This particular example, this is a Swiss quartz. It gives you the it's a true GMT because it gives you the dual time function where you can actually, the additional hand can be set with the crown as opposed to having to move a bezel or so forth. It is an independent GMT on this. I think one of the cool aspects is this comes in another packaging as a lot of the discussion tonight.
Yeah, it is.
This comes in this amazing box.
And just so everyone knows, we have a minute and a half. This one will sell out, without a doubt. We've just got to, because what happens is, Craig, you're not here enough. Your customers, when they know you're coming in,
I know.
They'll see those prices for the visit. So we go before we even get.
I know, they go so fast. Yeah. Amazing packaging on this. We call it the MAP packaging. It's designed to be like the holders that pilots use for their flight plan or their mapping. You just don't see anything like this anywhere else. The watch goes in here. It's a great travel case as well. So that alone is just a really cool, addition to the piece. Nesterov, again, they are the official watch of the Russian Air Force. And again, based in Lithuania, similar stories. I forget actually. Oh yeah, this is the B200. So this is one of the large.
The color's really interesting on this
Great
dial.
colors on both of these. I love that sandstone brown, and then you can't really tell without getting very close to it. The other one is actually a deep, deep purple.
Yeah, I
it's
can see
not
it.
black. It
This
is
is-
a deep, deep purple on that dial.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a really strong color.
If you can get into that, look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful deep. Because a lot of the purples that you tend to see here are more of the bright purples.
Well,
and
the
this
only way
gives
is
that deep purple.
if you ever see an eggplant, it almost looks black,
Yes.
and then you look close and you can see
Yes.
it looks.
and
That's
that
a
would
true
be actually a
eggplant.
great color description for this
Yeah.
is eggplant.
Because there's parts of it that look black.
So Swiss quartz on this, dual time, Worldtimer. I believe this one's 48 millimeter,
46.
46 millimeter,
yeah,
which is a
if
good
we got it
size. Good size.
I wish I could have been
Edge
to the
case
back
pack.
as well
Yeah, I know.
before.
We never have enough time.
I'm sorry.